I remember I used to wake up at like 12 or 1, 2 p.m. every day, play video games, order pizza, might, binge a whole pie to myself, then go to McDonald's a couple hours later and get a Big Mac meal, come home, probably watch some Netflix, probably beat my meat like 3 times throughout the day, just something regular at the time. Mind you, this is me as a teenager, and in my early 20s, I wasted a lot of time and I procrastinated. I used to partake in some really bad habits that kept me super weak. And if you're watching this video right now, I'm sure that you're partaking in some of these habits. There was 5 habits that I was partaking in that held me back from reaching my full potential. If you're experiencing any of this, I need you to pay close attention. The first habit that I used to partake in was watching a lot of porn. Like, I know as young men, we all go through this. It's so easy to get to, but bro, you gotta cut it out. It's not helping you. It's actually hurting you in the long run. And let me explain why. You gotta think about it. Think about what you're actually doing. First of all, you actually have to pull up these porn sites and you're looking for videos with men and women or whatever your preference is, but most of the time I'm talking to me, right? I'm talking to the old me. So I was looking at videos and they had men and women, but you're looking at a man doing things to a woman. That's not you, bro. I hate to say this, but when you really think of it, look at yourself on the outside. If you was watching yourself do this, would you approve? No. It's actually kind of weird when you think about it, and it's a little bit of suspect. Not gonna lie, but it's like you're in an imaginary world. It's not cool at all either. So boom, you start to act, it's cool, you get excited, you last 2 minutes, boom. Then you get that feeling of misery, that feeling of regret. And the residuals that come with it is not worth it at all. I know y'all can relate to that feeling of just being tired. You might get hungry, you might feel like you can just relax the rest of the day. You have no motivation after you finish it. Now, there's a reason for that. Think about it. As human beings, as men, our goal is to procreate, is to spread our seed, right? Even since ancient times, as cavemen, we have to procreate. We have to have babies, right? So that's the ultimate goal of a man, is to spread his seed. Your brain is literally tricking yourself into accepting the fact that you're achieving the highest level of success as a human being, as a human male, right? So you're gonna get that dopamine shock to your head. Like, your body's like, oh yeah, we're making babies, but that's not real. It's so fake, and it's hurting you in the long run, because now you're desensitizing your mind to differentiate what is real and what is not. So when a real thing does happen, I don't know if those y'all will experience, it's not the same. Because your mind is already brainwashed into being pleasured by some artificial intelligence or some video of you watching other people. Bro, it causes so much of an unrealistic expectation when it comes to relationships as well. Man, I remember being like 12, 13, 14, 15, in those early stages, just wondering what it felt like, and I hate to say, I thought that's what it was. I thought that life, going on those websites, was the end all be all. That was a relationship. But when you actually connect with somebody emotionally, physically, spiritually, it's a whole different experience. The moment I realized that this was an issue and it was making me become weak, I went cold turkey. Yes, it's easier said than done, but I had to rewire my mind into thinking about all the bad things that come with it and all the good things from abstaining from that. There's no good things, and don't listen to those people who tell you, oh yeah, it's natural. Those people are like cancers to society, because they're doing what everyone else is doing. And I bet you they're not successful. They're not doing what they gotta do. They're not respected. Any respectable man knows that it's not the right thing. That's why ever since you were a kid, and when you did it, you felt guilty. So the best way I would say to refrain from it is to literally stop completely. Usually people be like, yo, you gotta wean off of it, go from 3 times a day to 1 time a day. No, just stop completely, bro. It's not gonna help you in the long run, I promise you. And you're gonna thank me later. Now, habit 2 that keep men weak is social media. And this should be an obvious one, bro. You spend so much time on your phone scrolling. You ever enter that world where you're just scrolling for hours and hours, just wrapped up in what you're doing? It might be an Instagram model. Then you get into even more. You start clicking on her picture. You start going through all her profile, her pictures, start liking and commenting, and you go find another one. Now you're getting suggested through the algorithm, other Instagram models, and now you just in heaven. And then next thing you know, it's 12 a.m. and you wasted like 4 hours of your day. Social media is a waste of time when you're a consumer. I like YouTube, obviously, because you can actually learn something and you can get educated. But like apps like Instagram, TikTok, bro, they're lowering our attention spans tenfold. If you look at the graphs from years ago to now, you can't sit a 12-year-old kid in front of a TV screen or a movie screen for more than an hour without them checking their phone. It's crazy. Another thing is the comparison factor to social media, bro. Yo, they're called highlights for a reason. They're the highlights of people's lives. A lot of it is not real, bro. You might see, oh yeah, I made 100 grand this week. Woo! Bro, how much of that did you keep? Yo, they might show you. It'd be so funny because I see it all the time. You see the little screenshots that pop up on people's screen, you be like, and it's like 100 grand, which they might have photoshopped, and even if it's real, it's just like the gross revenue. And if you don't know what gross revenue, I need you to go Google that, because that's like the basis of finance. And I'm not teaching about finance right now, but they'll have the gross revenue of their products, so how much they're making, but they don't show their profit. They can actually be losing money. They might have made $100,000 this month, but their product costs $200,000 to make, or you know, they have to pay employees, and how much are you actually taking home, bro? So you have to stop comparing yourself to what you see on social media. You have to run your own race. It's you versus you. That's all it's about. Social media is such a facade, bro. And I literally had to get off apps like Instagram and TikTok because I felt like it was like brainwashing me. And at that time, that's why I decided to go full-time on YouTube. I love this platform. It's way healthier, but at the same time, you can still get wrapped up into watching YouTube videos all day. So be mindful. Even if you're still using the apps, you can set up things like phone usage restrictions. You can go to your settings and set those up, bro. You can literally delete the app. Delete the app. You can always download it later. What I did, I clicked on my Instagram, deleted the app, and I wouldn't come back to it for about a few weeks. And when I wanted to use it, I'll re-download it, delete it again, because I knew my mind was just brainwashed into every time I picked up my phone, I would check my email, check my messages, check my Instagram. It's kind of crazy how that works. If it's not there and a barrier entry is a little bit harder, it's going to force me not to use it. So habit number 3 that make men weak is waking up late. Like I said before, I used to wake up at like 1, 2 p.m., go to sleep at like 5, 6 in the morning doing nonsense, literally just doing straight bullshit all day. Like, I would get nothing done. Just a waste of the space at that point. Just playing video games, watching Netflix, and eating. Just taking up space. But as I got older, I realized that in order for me to be productive, I had to focus on how much sleep I was getting and wake up earlier than everyone else. So I wake up at 4 a.m. nowadays. Literally, I go to sleep at 8 p.m., I wake up at 4 a.m. Most people, like how I used to be, my degenerate self, used to get up at 12 p.m. And on average, say you have a 9 to 5, you're getting up at 8. So I have a 4-hour advantage of getting straight work done, getting in a whole deep work mode in my flow state 4 hours before you wake up. I literally have a video of the 4 a.m. rule and my morning routine. I'm gonna just put that in the description for y'all to watch. Another reason why you have to wake up early is because you get that mental clarity. Have you ever noticed that you don't have as much willpower at nighttime than you do in the morning? Say you on a diet, you're not gonna binge eat all the food in the world when you first wake up. Usually you're not that hungry, or you have a little bit more sense. Usually the nonsense happens at nighttime when you're a little bit more tired, where your brain is trying to wind down and you just do things automatically rather than in the morning. you have so much more clarity, you have so much more energy, and your mood is so much more positive. So the best way to adapt to this is making sure you're getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day. I go to sleep at 8, 9 p.m. and I wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. latest. So if you're able to get that sleep in and wake up early, I guarantee you will be way better than your competitors. Habit number 4, a bad diet. So I shouldn't even have to talk about this too much. You already know what you're eating is trash. If you're eating fast food every day of the week, you already know you don't have the best diet. I don't care. Oh, it's Chipotle, bro. No, I don't care. Yeah, Chipotle is a better option than McDonald's, but it's still fast food. The best foods that you can eat are whole foods, foods that are cooked. And for those of you who are living with your parents, try to get them to cook these type of foods that are contributing to your well-being and your growth. All you need is some lean meat, some greens and vegetables, throw some fruit in there, and a little bit of carbs. And just a balanced diet can get you a long way. Now, when you're throwing them sugar snacks, them sodas, that processed food, that's what affects your mood, your mental, and it's gonna make you fat. Have you ever noticed after eating something like snacks or, just overeating something that you shouldn't be eating, the next day you feel like crap? That's because what you're ingesting is trash. Do Lamborghinis and Toyotas take the same fuel? No. Lamborghinis, they have that premium stuff, right? Toyotas, they got regular gas. Are you regular or are you premium? So think about what you're fueling your body with, because everything else that happens throughout your day matters from what you're putting in your body. If you don't have the energy, if you find yourself lacking motivation at times, a lot of that is because you aren't fueling your body with the right nutrients. Now, the 5th and the final bad habit that keep men weak that I wish I would have known when I was younger is to exercise more. And I don't mean just do a little push-ups here and there. A lot of people don't do any physical activity at all. That is like the base to being a man and having that testosterone. If you're not going in the gym and lifting weights and getting better, getting stronger, you're like a weakling. Like, you're lame. I don't understand how you can't literally focus on improving your body, because now you can improve your overall mental health, you can improve your spiritual health, your physical health, and it makes you want to be a better person because you're putting work into yourself. Now you get motivated. Now you start having those abilities to meet the right women, and girls start liking you, bro. You have to look good. You have to look like you're taking care of yourself. If you got a Lambo, like I'm talking about, these Lambos or these nice cars, do you think somebody will respect you if your Lambo's dirty? No, you're going to make sure that Lambo is getting the car wash every other day. So you have to get in your gym, treat your body like a Lambo and take care of it. Even in studies, they say that when you work out, it lessens your anxiety. If you're suffering from depression, if you're suffering from any type of mental illness, just working out can fix that. So all I want you to do is just choose an activity. Like, work out 3 to 5 times a day, minimum. Me, I work out every single day because it just keeps me going. You don't have to do that. At least work out 3 to 5 times a day. Do something that you like. It can be an activity, play basketball, or do some type of sport. If you don't want to lift weights, you don't have to. I would suggest you do, but at least start being more physical and start being more intentional about it. Because at the end of the day, in order to become unstoppable, in order to unlock that full potential of yours, you need to take care of your body. Like they say, your body is your vessel. But none of this even matters if you don't have the right mentality, the mindset to lock in and become unstoppable. If that's something that you're looking for, I advise y'all to click this next video. And I promise you, it's going to change your life. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I want y'all to do all that good stuff, to like, to subscribe, to hit the notification bell. It helps me. It doesn't cost you money. Whatever all these people be saying, whatever. If you don't, I don't care. I'm just putting out this content because I believe in you. And if you're watching to the end, you're somebody who actually needed this information, bro. Make sure you put the work in because you have so much potential. I'm going to see you on the other side. Stay unstoppable.